Let me show you some tips and tricks for POCO M8 5G. So the first thing that I want to show you is home screen transitions. If you press and hold your finger on an empty space on the home screen, we're gonna go to this editing option or editing mode, and then here in the bottom right corner we have settings. Then we have transition effects, and once you go over here you can decide what should be the animation between your pages on the home screen. So we can have like a cube animation, rotation, and so on and so forth. So you can just try to find your favorite option, and then of course we can tap on and done in order to save your changes. And as you can see, we have a different animation applied to the transition between different pages. Now if we go to the the app drawer actually. If we go to the app drawer, here in the upper right corner we can find settings, and we can find a bunch of different options in here that might be worth checking out, like for example the app suggestions. When it's enabled by default, we can just simply turn it off. We can go to categories in order to disable them. If you don't like them, you can go to background in order to, for example, make the background a little bit transparent or something like that. There we go, so you can see the wallpaper all the time, even if you open the app drawer. And besides that, we have some other stuff in here as well. A worth noting app is of course the security app, which contains a bunch of different optimization options and also additional hidden tools that usually are kind of hard to find or maybe not so intuitive. So for example, we can just tap on this optimize button in order to quickly do so with our phone. There's also like a cleaner, the security scan. We can also speed up our phone with this single option in here, and also we have common features, so it is like a shortcut to certain features that appear over here. You can actually customize the common features option or section actually, but you can also scroll all the way down and swipe up in order to open this toolbox. And as you can see, we have tons of features like the data usage settings. You can even decide which apps should be allowed to use mobile data or Wi-Fi. We have game turbo, second space, problem solver, block list option, where we can, for example, block calls from specific people, for example, or from unknown numbers, etc. We have the app cloner in here, the deep cleaner, the hide apps feature, and even the app log. So as you can see, bunch of different options all put in one place. Besides that, we have IR Blaster on this phone, which means that we have the MI remote app, which also means that you can set up a remote for your device on your phone. So if you have like a TV, maybe like air conditioner, etc., then you can probably set it up in this place. As you can see, we have a couple of different options that we can choose. So maybe you can set it up so you don't have to use a physical remote. Instead, you can use this app on your phone. Another thing that is worth showing and mentioning is if we go to settings in here, then we can go to notifications and status bar. And this allows you to find customize icon display. And in here we can, for example, show the connection speed. So you can see at the real time what is the connection speed at a given time. So if you download something, you can see the download speed in here. You can also hide info and icons that you don't really need to see all the time, like for example Bluetooth, maybe location services, and so on and so forth. So you can customize it, and you can even decide how many icons should be visible over here for notifications. And yeah, definitely worth trying out. Besides that, we can, for example, find the customization of the battery icon as well. Now, besides that, if we go to the sound and vibration, then by default we have these three sliders, so media, ringtone, and alarm. Notifications is actually not accessible by default, and this is because the notification volume is synchronized with the ringtone volume. So if you want to change the volume for notifications, you have to change the volume for ringtone. But as you can see, we can actually split it up. So if you want to separate it, just scroll all the way down, go to additional settings, and then enable this option, control notification sounds. And now your notifications can have a different loudness compared to the ringtone. Besides that, if we go to the control center, of course, over here we can edit our control center by scrolling all the way down, and we can tap on edit. And in here we can find a bunch of different tools as well, like for example the screen recorder, the song search feature, and maybe some other stuff like maybe even Dolby Atmos, and so on and so forth. As you can see, a bunch of different things that we can access from here. But I think one of the coolest options is actually this at the top, show icon labels in control center. This allows you to see the names of these buttons. By default, of course, this option is disabled, so you don't know what these buttons are until you actually use them, or until, well, you figure it out by yourself, of course. But if you need that additional information, if you feel like these buttons should be named, then as you can see, you can easily turn it on. Now let's talk about charging. If we go to settings and then go to battery, then in here we can find two options that are worth mentioning. The first option is the battery checkup, which allows you to improve the battery life quite easily with just a single button. We have things that have higher power consumption, which are immediately suggested to implement, and also some additional suggestions that you might not really want to use, but of course your phone can suggest it anyway, and you can decide which options you actually want to use. And of course, not manually, what I'm trying to say is these options one by one, they do not maybe add that much time, but if we collectively sum it up, then of course we get actually more time for our battery, so worth giving a try. Now, besides that, if you go to charging options, you can also find this wired charging mode, and you can switch from standard to speed up in order to increase the charging speed. Of course, there is a small downside. The device might heat up, but it should not overheat with the speed up option being enabled. Last but not least, we're gonna go to additional settings. And in here we can find the clear speaker option. This option allows you to just simply clear the speaker as the name suggests. We also have some additional instructions that are of course worth reading in order to know how to properly use this feature. You want to hold your phone as it is visible on this picture, and once you start using this feature, once you press start, you want to keep shaking the phone until it is done. Of course, you want to hold your phone tight to not drop it. And also what you need to keep in mind is that this option will increase the volume of the phone to maximum, because it is based on like vibrations and frequencies and so on and so forth, to get rid of the dust and debris inside the speaker. So keep that in mind, that it is actually a loud thing to do. So yeah, so just remember that. And I believe that is pretty much everything that I wanted to show you. Of course, there are probably more stuff that I could have mentioned in this video, so if I missed something, then please let me know in the comments and share it with us, with everyone. So of course, everyone who watches this video later on, they will see your tips as well. And of course, everyone can enjoy using POCO M8 as much as possible. And if you're looking for some specific tutorials for POCO M8, then be sure to check out my channel. Subscribe.